Master. Good afternoon, rising stars and guests. I have the pleasure today of introducing Vicki Harwood. I'd like to share something with you, if you don't mind, that Vicki sent to me an email. And the only reason I wish to speak of it is due to the fact that I'd like you to envision where she came from and where she's going. In your email, Vicki, you write, and this is an excerpt, "I have always been nervous about speaking in public. I would get dizzy and nauseous. I wanted to overcome the anxiety and nervousness. Since coming to Parnell in 2012, I wanted to join but wasn't able to until I met Joy in 2015, and she encouraged me. I joined Toastmasters to improve upon my skills, thinking on my feet, speech writing, presentation skills, etc., and to increase my confidence. I also have embarked on a mission to learn leadership skills, which I knew Toastmasters helped with. I have learned a lot in the short time I have really been involved in Toastmasters, and I am looking forward to working with everyone on the executive team." Vicki, I can tell you from what I've read and from what I've seen thus far, you have come a very long way in a short period of time. I'd like to give you a Today, I will be evaluating Vicki Harwood. She will be giving us her fourth speech from the company communicator, which will focus on how to say it. Things to look out for is the speech will be given within 5 to 7 minutes. Use of words, similes, metaphors, alliterations, triads being ideas and points, and adjective being grouped together in 3. We'll be looking out for her use of jargon, in other words, her avoidance of use of jargon, company speak, corporate speak. And to make sure she's using correct grammar and pronunciations. Her personal goals for the speech will be to control her emotions while still presenting them to you, as well as refrain from using her notes as much. The title of her speech is Keeping the Faith. Now, like the incumbent speaker, this will play on your heartstrings as well. So, without further ado, please let me introduce Vicki Harwood.
Have you ever felt all hope was gone? There was nothing you could do to change the situation. I have felt this way my fair share of times. And when I do, I am reminded of my grandpa, Robert Shawhouse. He was a true inspiration. As he lay dying in the hospital, he told us to keep the faith. There was a better plan for him. Allowing yourself to grieve for what you have lost, being patient with the unknown, focusing on the positive, and learning to receive more faith are 4 ways of keeping the faith. First, allowing yourself to grieve for what you have lost. Grandpa was admitted into the hospital December 5th, 2011 with extremely low blood pressure. After trying everything humanly possible, we were told he would have to be in a rehabilitation home and probably would never walk again. The phone rang about 3 a.m. on December 26, 2011. I knew in an instant he was gone. We were devastated. For my family, it was the end of the world as we knew it. My faith was on trial. 2016 proved to be a painful year. Due to illness, 2 of my beloved dogs had to be put down. Brownie in May and Chewy in November. In September, we decided to get a puppy, Harley. 1 week later, Harley died from parvo. My heart was like a broken glass, shattered and in pieces. All the faith I had vanished into thin air. Losing your faith happens. Take the time to grieve. This will help you to move on. When there is something that reminds you of your loss, allow yourself to be sad. Be in the moment. Second, being patient with the unknown. Isaiah 40:31 states, "But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint." For any of you who know me, I am not a very patient person, and I definitely struggle with the unknown. My grandpa was a pastor, and his faith in God was steadfast. During the 21 days he was in the hospital, the whole family rallied around him. We sang Isaiah 40:31 and tried not to look sad, which was impossible. He believed his time on earth was limited, and he had patience not knowing when God would take him home. There have been other times when I have been unsure of what was going to happen. In those times, I prayed asking for signs that it would be okay. Once I had a very vivid dream. Grandpa was preaching in church on the book of Matthew. When I woke up from the dream, I felt completely at peace. I knew that everything would be okay. And in fact, the situation I was worried about turned out great. When you are struggling with the unknown, stay in the moment as long as you need. Build up your faith during this time. There is a purpose created just for you. Focusing on the positive. When I feel sad, as I do today, I focus on the fact that Grandpa is no longer suffering. When your faith has been tested, look for the positive things happening around you. Think about what you have been through and realize, I made it through. Perhaps it wasn't as bad as you thought. Forget about the bad things that happened. Being positive is something you choose every day. Change the tone of your thoughts, smile, and surround yourself with positive people. Lastly, learning to receive more faith. I am reminded of the footprints in the sand poem. This poem talks about a man that chooses to follow the Lord. He notices in the troubled times that there are only one set of footprints. He questions the Lord, why only one set of footprints? The Lord replies, my precious child, I love you and would never leave you. During your times of trial and suffering, when you only saw one set of footprints, it was then that I carried you. It's up to you to choose. to receive faith or not. When you surrender and allow yourself to open up, faith will multiply and manifest itself in your life. It will be 6 years in December since Grandpa has passed, and I still feel him encouraging me to keep the faith. When I feel hopeless and powerless, I think of the lesson in faith he taught. There is a special plan for us. You too can keep the faith by allowing yourself to grieve for what you have lost, being patient with the unknown, focusing on the positive, and learning to receive more faith. Thank you.
I think it's pretty safe to say I've not ever seen a Toastmasters. There's two more emotional, positive message speeches. That's fantastic.
You mean where two speakers cried?
Well, and there were a lot of teary eyes out in the audience as well. So very well done in your speech there. So. Yeah, I don't know how you vote for best speaker today. I think if you want to put both down or abstain, that would be completely legitimate today. I think putting both. And there's no table topics. Who does the tally? We'll just send them over.
We'll send them to Louise.
Or Louise, yeah.
Yeah, let's go to Louise.
So if you want
Count
to
the votes.
vote for your best speaker, send them around to Louise. So one question for you, hopefully it's not, did you end up getting another dog or you taking a break?
No, we got another puppy, I think in October, middle of October, and Bailey is just like a crazy dog, but she helped us get through our heartbreak because we had her to focus on. Not that we didn't care about the other ones, but it just helped with the heartbreak a little bit. And you know, it makes me think we were meant to have Bailey.
What kind of dog?
She is a pit bull boxer mix,
Oh,
full of energy and crazy. Yeah.
very good.
She was very attached to me, so I think it was perfect.
All right, well, now we are on time, amazingly. We'll start into the evaluation.